Originally, I wasn't going to make this part 2, but then I realized that if the last video does get the right number of likes, but in 3 weeks, after the next update is out, that would kind of suck. So I'm getting this out of the way and hopefully making up for all those times that it happened in the past. So here's the situation. We're at war with Portugal and Spain. We are not even a great power, technically, but if we embrace the institution, we would be, well, sort of fourth great power. We're a republic with short elections. Our dude is righteous, meaning we get a lot of Republican tradition each year. I've also decided to change plans, so instead of trade companying all of Indonesia, I'm probably going to state it. We just don't have a lot of things to state. For now, we can do what's called half-stating, where you get to reduce the autonomy, but you don't actually need to pay the admin. Not yet, at least. Oh, hello, Spain. Yeah, maybe we'll just take care of that real quick. Again? No. Well, I do like free money. Okay, round 2. I mean, I guess it counts as a victory? You know what? I shouldn't be complaining. This is fine. Radical reforms. Beautiful. This guy's half cost, so I'm gonna fire them. This guy, nah, we can get rid of him. I don't care. I guess I should be thankful that the AI kind of sucks at doing landings. This has been a lot easier than I thought it would be. Oh, I love it when I jinx things. Okay, that's great. Never mind, everybody, pack it up. You know what, actually? I wanna take a peek, you know? I wanna look at, what do you have on these islands? Oh no, we're not taking a peek. Oh god. Yeah, how about we don't fight that, actually. They actually do have people on islands. I don't like that. Yes, my ally. He's gonna trap the ships in there so we can engage. Beautiful. Oh, except the engagement is not that good. Never mind, we are retreating. Hey, we did only lose 1 heavy though. That's pretty good. So we could white peace with Spain, you know, after a solid, what was that, 7 years or something, 7, 8 years. Problem is, I kind of want this one island from Spain. It is a spice island. It has the spice. But if I do that, I can't really ask for much else from Portugal, which kinda sucks, because we're not gonna get any more war score. We're already maxed out. You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna take a couple of islands. This island, that island, maybe like Midway? And, I don't know, something. And, yeah, you know what? Sure, whatever. Oh boy, what a productive war that was. Anyway, we can unlock this cult because we own a Christian province now, multiple. Yeah, finally we can take land back. I don't know how useful absolutism is going to be for us. I mean, we are a republic, and also I don't plan to do a world conquest or anything. I guess we could sell titles just to get some money back, pay off some loans, seize land, of course. Oh, of course this guy has to die. Okay, that's cool. Oh, we absolutely should start a golden era though. And I'll take this as well. The new thing we get is an extra colonist and global settler increase. But you know what? I don't know if we really care that much. So instead, I think I'll take the tech cost because we are still behind on tech. We can also pick up a 3rd idea group. I think this one's going to, well, obviously be a mill idea. Not sure which one. I'm kind of between like taking plutocratic just for the sake of, I guess, I don't know, roleplay. I almost always take offensive ideas for the obvious, you know, discipline and siegeability. But every now and then I feel like doing something different, so. Alright, easy conquest. And apparently that's given us, wait, modernization. We are nowhere close to modernization. Can I take all these at the same time? Yeah, probably. Yoink. Okay, rivals. We need to pick someone who is relatively easy to invade because we do have to humiliate a rival for this mission. A rival to Ming, it would be kind of tough to fight Ming, especially since they're allied to Japan, which almost never happens. Vijay is also pretty difficult. I think Ayutthaya might be our best bet. Oh, 50 admin, thank you so much. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to decrease autonomy. Actually, that's not my fault. We've been at war the entire time. Alright, that's it. Now I'm developing the gold. We're so poor. We make less money than Portugal. This sucks. Also, yeah, I am gonna sell more titles. I really have not been building a lot of workshops. Or anything, actually. Okay, I have my claims on a few places. We don't need that anymore. I think I'm gonna start annexing this guy, or, you know, integrating him. Because I would like his island, and also this island. Not that we really have that much space for it, because somehow I'm taking up too much governing capacity. Majapahit will be pretty easy to invade, I think. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about land rights. We can just hand those out. What am I doing getting worried about not having enough governing capacity when I haven't even handed out all the land rights? I'm dumb. Oh hey, the truce is up. That's nice. That's cool. Alright, Palembang. We'll leave you as is. Majapahit, though, will be full annexation. Tier 8. I usually don't even play this far. 15% domestic trade power isn't terrible. Yeah, I'll take it. But that does mean we're going to have to turn the Moluccas and Malacca into domestic nodes for that to be effective, like, at all. Actually, am going to grab a little bit of debt, and we can go ahead and use those loans on a few manufactories. We only have one really good one for the moment, but we also have other buildings, like a little bit of production. Churches even aren't terrible. Then I'm going to develop this actually twice, just so we get enough development to bump that up. We keep getting all these events for Republican tradition, but also people keep dying too often, so it kind of sucks, but I am going to take this. The nobility want this land over here, and you know what? I can probably give them that. So Brunei, oh, you actually do want stuff? That's pretty cringe. Go ahead and just mark this off as important, because I kind of want it. Okay, we'll call in Brunei. Hopefully they don't do anything stupid. Same with Pagaruyung. Alright, Blambangan, we actually don't want anything from them. I'll just take money and break a few alliances. And as per usual, in EU4, there is no enemy greater than your own allies, so Brunei has gone ahead and occupied the other center of trade that I wanted. On the bright side, the Moluccas are now a domestic trade node, which means we're not going to suffer too much whenever we conquer territory. In other words, we almost have an economy. Actually, I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should move my trade capital to the Moluccas. I don't know, right here's fine. Then, instead of collecting with this guy, we can move that merchant over to Australia and collect here. You know what, I think I just shouldn't be allies with Brunei anymore. You know what, actually, we can still salvage this. Because keep in mind, they are now at war with Bali, and I did kind of want to invade this guy. So we can make this work. My brain's kind of been on autopilot these last few hours, but I've been thinking about EU5, and I'm thinking about, like, how many people there are in the island of Java. Like, this campaign, where you start as an Australian native and conquer Indonesia, probably wouldn't even be possible in EU5. Oh, if you didn't know, they've been releasing a bunch of dev diaries for a project they call Project Caesar, but everybody knows it's EU5. But since they're using pops, like actual like population numbers, the game's gonna be very different, isn't it? Especially playing as like China or something. I mean, sure, in EU4, Ming starts with a lot of development, but it's nothing in comparison to the actual proportion of population. Like, here's a fun fact, which might not be a fact, I might have dreamt it or something, but I'm pretty sure by the time the Aztecs moved into the Mexico Valley, China had just reached a population of 100 million people. So can I please have this? Please, 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 please. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, I said a few harsh things about Brunei in the past, but they get a little credit for that one. And with the integration of our subject, we can finally become an empire. That took a while. Empire and still not a great power, by the way. Just gonna point that out. Oh yeah, I guess we are a great power now. Barely. I don't think I've had a run where it's taken me this long to reach great power status since maybe 2019, maybe even 2018. It's been that long. I'm pretty sure even in my 3 Mountains run, playing as Ryukyu, I was a great power faster than this. It's just sad, man. Okay, can I leave this? Thank you. Really don't want to be a part of that. I will, you know, fix up the trust, though. As with almost every other institution, we're going to have to develop this one as well. Although, interestingly, it looks like Ming is getting some kind of natural spread. Oh, yeah, because it's been so long. It's 1592. I feel stupid. And yet, we still don't even have the right tech to make that happen. So, as I was saying, I think we're going to have to develop this one. Not to mention, we get a bunch of crown land, and we need a lot of crown land, so it's not even that bad of an idea. Palembang also seems like they'd be fairly easy to invade at this point. Right, Palembang, full annexations, that's not gonna be a problem, right? No, we're good. Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, well, nothing to worry about, probably. Well, to start off with, we have no manpower, so I'm increasing enlistment in all of our states. We actually have pretty decent max manpower, like 5th highest in the game. That's not bad. Fighting 3 people, that's pretty bad. Also, yeah, we might as well slacken recruiting standards just in case. Oh no. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to stop this from happening. Here's an idea. Not a good one, but it's kind of the best we got right now. We're gonna send these guys back up to the north, try to scorch everything and anything as much as possible. Oh? They stopped landing. If I scorch here, and I scorch every single tile, maybe I can respond fast enough. We're playing dangerous games here. Yeah, if we're gonna take loans, I'm gonna take out the good loans, so we're gonna pay back the 1%, and we're gonna go ahead and grab new 1% loans. It should be larger, because I got the last ones kind of a while ago. Also, I have no idea how Brunei has 60 ships, and they're actually defeating the Ming Navy. That's crazy. Okay, I've changed my mind. We're going to invade this guy. You know what? On second thought, these guys are full defensive with a level 5 fort. I actually can't be bothered to siege that. Congratulations. By being annoying, you get to live. It's super obvious that Ming is looking to make a landing, but I just don't think they're capable of doing it. Like, I don't think they're competent enough to. Also, just for the sake of being able to tech up faster, I am going to take out even more loans just to embrace the institution. And I'm gonna regret this later, but I think it's probably necessary. Okay, we can grab the next mill tech. Okay, you know what? Actually, those States are a little expensive. I think we're gonna turn off increased enlistment. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really need a button that allows me to clear all of my edicts. Oh, apparently I have eclipsed Vijay. Interesting. Unfortunately, that means I've also eclipsed Ayutthaya, which leaves me with just Ming as a rival. And we have to humiliate a rival, which means our last chance to humiliate a rival before we run out of rivals to have is probably gonna be this war. On the bright side, it looks like getting war score from naval battles is helping towards superiority, which is nice. It's not like we can really fight any land battles. And if you try to, then you end up like this idiot who is for some reason trying to invade Bengal with an army of 10,000. 9,000. Let's not be that generous. Yeah, that just lost us 4 war score. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, you see how I've lost like 52,000 casualties? All of that has been from rebels, by the way. I've just been managing rebels in the background for the past like 30 minutes. Just barely gotten the last institution. Well, on the bright side, global trade is one of the ones that typically spreads pretty quickly. The only problem is I haven't really been upgrading the centers of trade near my capital because I'm in Australia. I own the whole thing. So it might not actually spread as quickly as it normally would. Also, the inflation's getting pretty bad for us. So I'm just gonna go ahead and promote Merchant Guild's bookkeeping. You end up saving a lot more money with it than you would realize. Alright, this should be no problem. Oh, stack wipe. Okay, that works. Wait a second. If that's 31,000 Japanese troops in China, is there nobody? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Undefended home islands? Although I don't feel comfortable island hopping until I can make sure that no navy is going to crush me and prevent me from withdrawing if necessary. So here's the Ming fleet. 7 heavies, 5 galleys, 8 lights. Okay, so we lost 1 heavy, captured 3 ships. Alright, we could also upgrade the galleasses. Oh, hello. Don't think we want to fight that right now, actually. Well, hopefully the other heavies get there on time. Nah, they're really not. Well, maybe. Until another navy comes in, so you know what? Never mind. Also, we can pick this up. Not sure what I want for another idea group, because frankly, I don't even know what's happening at this point. You know what, actually? I think I want religious ideas. Something for the unrest, because again, as I mentioned, this is from rebels. That's a lot of manpower I've spent on rebels, and I'd prefer to spend less manpower on rebels. It's not going to be a great battle. I actually really don't want to have anybody on this fleet when I fight, because I actually do want to fight that fleet. Yeah, the combined navies of both Ming and Japan, I think, are kind of weaker. Yeah, that's not a problem. Now all that's left is to win the land battle when I invade Japan. The fact that I have to do this is so stupid, but it's so important. All fun and games until some European declares on me, though. Alright, let's see if we can wipe the Japanese navy. Devastating. It's actually remarkably easy for us to land, because our marines are super fast. Like, this is actually 10 days for a naval landing. And assuming the Japanese army is still in China, we should be able to blockade any attempt of getting them back on the mainland. Also, they have no navy, so if nothing else, we can hope for maybe money, war reps, alliance broken? I don't know, something from Japan. Oh hey, something actually happened. I didn't expect that. Okay, hold on a second. That's really funny, because watch this. you idiot. Oh, I was waiting for that. Peace offer from Japan. Now, that would be nice, unfortunately. I think I want a few things. Maybe like, I don't know, like the Ryukyu Islands, maybe war reps, maybe money, maybe the alliance with Ming. That would be nice. That would be pretty cool. I really shouldn't have said anything. Why did I say something? Here we are, back again. God, I just wanted to take land back. I just wanted crown land. That's all I wanted. Well, that and, well, actually a lot of other things, to be honest. Okay, well, I don't trust Portugal to be able to land 16 ants on a beachhead, so, let alone an entire army. Not to mention, over the course of the war, the economy's actually only been growing. Honestly, I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, line go up. And also, I'm almost up to date on technology. They have Tech 16, and we're getting there, a few more months. Also, my force limit is massive, and I have a decent, well, not really a lot of money, but I can at least get some kind of a garrison, probably. Now, this might be a stupid idea, but I've had a lot of those, and it's worked out so far, so I'm thinking we're gonna take out 2 more loans. And just to make sure our heavies are up to par, we're gonna upgrade them. I let the Japanese back on the islands. I'm stupid. You see, it's not like I'm trapped in here with them. They're actually trapped in here with me. That's a whole stack wipe, actually. And a gift, huge, especially from our old rival. That's kind of weird. Oh god, I don't think the Brunei fleet's gonna survive that, unfortunately, but that's alright. Kind of not my problem. Oh, never mind, they're doing fine. They're fighting 3 heavies with 5 galleys and 13 transports, and you're winning? What? And you stole 2 of the heavies? The alliance with Brunei might have been the best investment we have ever made. You know what? I'm gonna keep these guys around. I take back everything I said about them. That is so funny. You know what? I would say we deserve a trading port as well for our troubles. Or maybe 2 or 3. You know what? I'll have mercy. I'll only take this much land, because I'm such a nice guy. As for Ming, we actually have quite a lot of war score just from fighting battles, winning them, and then letting the war score tick up. So if we want to humiliate, it's actually not that hard. We won't have to do much, probably just, I don't know, take the capital, blockade a few things. And although, I mean, they have a lot of people, which makes things not great, I think we should be able to pull that off. Or, you know, worst case scenario, we do literally nothing and just wait for the war score to tick up. Now, in reality, I think it would be more effective if we just tried to hunt down, like, the Chinese fleets, but I don't think they're gonna let us do that, so very loosely, here's the way we're gonna do things. We're gonna move the Marines onto the ships. We only need a little bit more, so I don't know if this is going to work. Because we can land super quickly with the Marines, I hope we don't give them a chance to respond, and hopefully we can at least grab, like, 1 province, maybe. Also, reform number 9. Length of election term -1. Yup, thank you very much. So we're done sieging this, which is great. I think all we have to do is... Oh, wait a second. This isn't next to Yangzhou. I thought we could move from here into there. Well, that's kind of too bad, but I don't know about that. Okay, new plan. Marines go here. You can both go there, actually. The Marines are fast. Okay, but maybe we don't want to fight that, actually. Well, that's certainly not good. Yeah, how about we but we don't do that, actually. New plan, I steal the island. I think this one will work, and then I blockade things. Fun fact, back in the day, this used to be like the most popular way to get Ming to collapse, was just blockade their entire coastline. In theory, it still works, because when you have a bunch of devastation, it reduces the mandate, like, severely. But nowadays, I think it's a little bit easier as Ming. Oh, that was, it's a lot easier than I thought it would be. Humiliation and 250 ducats, please. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're done with the humiliation, finally, so we can unlock the Rainbow Serpent, the best cult in the game. Finally, we're up to date on technology, all of them. Oh yeah, I kind of just let this Spanish blockade sit here for like 2 years. I should probably get rid of that. Okay, in theory, we should be able to catch this guy now. There we go. So yeah, about this war, I was thinking we should just like call it off entirely. Surely the AI should realize that they can't accomplish anything more than taking literally 1 colony in South America. They should realize that, right? But no, apparently not. So now I'm gonna have to go over and help them realize it. And we're gonna send these guys all the way over to South America, just so I can take that 1 province. Which, they're almost done colonizing, by the way. Oh my god. Fair warning, if you've never experienced EU4 island hopping, don't. It sucks. Okay, let's get a place for the ships to land at least. Actually, no, it's not worth it. Let's just go directly to the place we have to be. I don't want to be here a second longer than I have to. Please, please let us leave the war. Nobody wants to be here. None of your subjects do. Your ally doesn't even like you. He actually secretly thinks you're cringe. I hope you know that. Yeah, you know what? Peace with Spain would be fine. Just with them. That's cool. Okay, someone is sieging that, so you know what? We're done. Cool, you can keep that. I actually don't care. Whew. Yeah, so that was, I think that was 17 years. 17 years of fighting. Oh my god. This game hates me. Ah, tragic. It did last a while, and honestly, he kind of single-handedly modernized the country, so I can't be that upset. Ooh, and this guy's patron of the arts? Nice. Right, new cult, the Rainbow Serpent. Monthly admin, diplo, and mill power +1. Huge. Okay, I gotta take a mental break after all that, though. Through the power of editing, it'll seem like it's... And we're back. Finally, we can take those last few provinces of Sunda. We can take this while we're here. We don't care as much about this guy, but I will break your alliances. And that's annexation. I don't want to take too many provinces, because I really don't have a lot of admin. We're still not actually caught up on the tech, and we're trying to go through religious ideas. I went ahead and finished off the national ideas, because honestly, we could use a little bit of national unrest decrease. And also the tolerance of the true faith helps out a lot. Oh yay, the truces are up. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen from that. Speaking of which, I actually should rival these guys. I mean, I'm missing out on free power projection. Also, because the truce is up, that means I can embargo you and then insult you. You know what would actually be a really good idea and would probably prevent me from getting declared on? Having allies. In retrospect, that should have been obvious. But yeah, I am a great power, so in theory, people should want to ally me, like Shun. Korea also would make a lot of sense as an ally. Oh, I'm so stupid. I completely forgot. Korea gets every institution. It was already progressing somewhat nicely, but, you know, faster would be nice. Okay, at this point we should take the institution, even if it's expensive. It is what it is. Just to cool off the aggressive expansion a little bit, I've been sitting around picking up the ideas. We're almost done with religious and plutocratic, and then after that, of course, we take the technology. I usually just rush my ideas, because when you take ideas, you actually get a discount on the technology. And as long as we don't get declared on in the next few years, we still have the same mill tech that pretty much everyone else does, practically. And it's not like we wouldn't be able to win otherwise. That's pretty much the entire game has been us fighting with worse tech than everybody we're fighting. At least the economy's doing kind of okay. It's really not great. We can take the next admin tech during the war, so I'm sure it's fine if we declare, right? Oh yeah, I noticed, by the way, Kilwa's been invading. I know their missions have something to do with, like, starting to invade Indonesia, but I didn't think the AI would actually do it. It's kind of weird. Really unfortunate that Malacca is allied to my ally, because, you know, this is the one ally that hasn't been that useful. So it's a shame, but, you know, business is business. And yeah, I could have broken the alliance, but I'm just gonna annex them. We finished off plutocratic, so we can pick up more production efficiency. So first, Pagoroyong, I'm just going to break their alliance. I think that's it, actually. We'll come back and fully annex them later. Because I can't quite full annex them all at once, so we can wait. The coalition isn't even real, who cares? Oh, also, I almost never get a good chance to demonstrate this, but this is what we refer to as a pseudo-end node. It's where literally nothing leaves the node. And the reason we have a pseudo-end node is because we are pretty much the only person who owns provincial trade power in here. Fun fact, you can do this in Constantinople with Ragusa. Do with that what you will. Okay, I have an idea. It requires maybe gambling the entire economy, but I've gambled with more. So first we take out a couple of loans. We're gonna use that to repay the 1% because we've had these for like a really long time, right? Then we go ahead and take out the 1% again. This time we're not gonna pay off the other loans, we're gonna build manufactories because we could actually make a lot of money and I have not been paying attention. In fact, every Spice Island should have one of these on them. I'll even develop a little bit. You know what, actually, screw it, I am going to annex this guy. 69 Diplo, I mean, it could be worse. Well, we're getting there, we're almost done with Sumatra. So as it turns out, my ally Brunei is not a huge fan of me, and they went ahead and allied Kilwa, which is great, except we kind of want Kilwa's territory and eventually Brunei, but we'll fight Brunei eventually, we don't have to right now. Hey there, buddy, want to break that alliance, please? No? That's pretty cringe. Hold on. Well, how about we ask for a bit of trade power? That would be nice. Still no. Well, yeah, I don't know. Third time's the charm. Alright, thanks, man. We'll use the Colonial CB. I'm afraid they're not going to land enough troops to actually have superiority, so yeah, we're going to go with that. Actually, now that I think about it, we probably should break our alliance with Brunei. First, of course, I'm going to ask for money. And while they were a great ally, ultimately, they have trade power. I kind of want that trade power, so it's kind of unfortunate. It was nice being friends, though. They were pretty helpful. Unfortunately, friendship ends where the line must go up. Speaking of which, it sure is going up. We're at the third largest economy, which is surprising to me, to be honest. Right, so Pasai, we can't full annex you, so we'll have to wait a little bit. We'll break your lines with Kilwa. The others, I don't really care so much, except I kind of want to invade Pahang soon, so yeah, that works. First, to get into Brunei, we're just going to attack their subject. Oh, and Malacca, of course. Easy annex from Malacca. We can take everything we want from Kilwa, no problem. Gotta hand it to them. Brunei did put up a better fight than I thought they were capable of. But as I mentioned, I'm not here for Brunei, mostly just their subject. Yoink. Just a few more wars left, starting with Pasai. Oh boy, I haven't played a game where manufactories have spawned in a long time. Not gonna take much from Kedah. I think the only thing we actually can take is this province over here. That way, the next time we go to war, we should, in theory, be able to fully annex them. Although they are a tributary, but I don't think that's a huge problem. Ayutthaya is not exactly the strongest country. Then we can just go ahead and full annex Pasai. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Now, I think we have the majority of the provincial trade power in these provinces now. Over half, that's all we really need. So we're gonna go ahead and put our trade capital in here once we have enough Diplo. Boy, do I love fighting tiny countries that build up enormous amounts of wealth and stack as many forts as they can. I love that. So the Philippines, I was actually thinking we're gonna turn into a trade company. Manila, we can full annex. Okay, so we can turn this into a trade company. I don't care much about the religion. And of course, same thing over here. Oh right, we also need to conquer like all of the Philippines, including you. Actually, that shouldn't be too hard. Last reform we're probably going to take in this video, we'll just take citizenry. And full annexation Spain will be no problem. It should give us an extra merchant as well. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hey, coalition. That's new. I haven't seen that in a while. That's funny. That's good. All right. So we can't exactly take everything in one war from Brunei, but we can take half of it. And yeah, it's going to be an entire second war for the other half, but that's fine because we are going to have reduced province war score cost for the next war. So for now, we'll just take, like, you know, the capital, which is the most important part. Okay, we've had our fun, but at this point, I think we need to get rid of exploration ideas. Naval force limit is nice, but we have way more than enough of that. Instead, we can pick up offensive ideas. Truce with Tondo is finally up, and the coalition's dissolved. Nice. That was quick. The truce we have with Brunei is 7 years long, so if we decide to attack Pahang and then get these guys out on a white piece, then we can make that 5 years. Either that or I'll be wasting time, who knows. There you go, white piece. I think we're fine on money, so I'll take out a few loans just to embrace the institution faster. That's not a problem. I really don't feel like trying to siege this down, so I'm just gonna take the one center of trade and we can all move on. Don't worry, just a few more wars, I said, like 3 hours ago. The truce with Brunei has finally ended. Wait a minute. Oh, come on. You couldn't let me finish off this 10, almost 11 hours of recording with something simple. We couldn't just have an easy cleanup of Brunei, could we? No. We're gonna have to fight Spain. That's great. That's great. Cool. Alright, well, let's do it then. Sure. Hey, at least there's no Portugal this time. Finally, they surrendered, so we can take the entire island, including Spain's possession, and a little bit extra. Beautiful. Look at that name placement. In the end, it was all worth it. That's finally where I'm gonna call it for today. For the number 3 great power, we make 441 ducats a month, which is not the highest in the entire game. Still, of course, that's the Ottomans. But we actually haven't finished scaling yet because we have a whole lot of manufactories that we could still build. And of course, a lot of expansion opportunities like Ming and Japan. These are the idea groups we took, except of course, exploration was our first or second one. I think it was our first one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. As the final video before the next update comes out, I didn't want to just throw out something kind of low effort, right? So I don't know how long the video will be, but that's like over 100 years of gameplay, especially very micro-intensive gameplay. Dealing with rebels on islands is like playing whack-a-mole, except instead of a mole, it's your hand, and instead of a hammer, it's a real hammer. Wouldn't recommend. This is Corbett signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. As always, a big thank you to the patrons this month, especially Erica, Baby Cow, Licabecca, Nick Steffel, Q-Brute, AG Forero, Quiet Guy, Sinmiss 077, Torvald, Ambient Cyan, Jamie, James Levy, Luke78776, Robert Caleno, The Watcher, Rova, and Robert.